Hi guys, I am Uchekwa Ellen Dangene with Maths XYZ, which is the mathematics channel on YouTube. If you guys need lessons on maths, please subscribe to our channel so that you will be able to get all the videos that we upload daily. And also, you can check also the previous video so that you can understand more about the lessons that you are doing. So today is just a continuation and also the last lesson on the sine, cosine, and area rule in trigonometry. So I'll just take you through this question where we have to prove if the side of BC is equals to x sine theta or sine beta cos theta divided by the sine of theta minus beta. So the first thing that we must do is to look where is BC, of which this is BC right there, where it's found in the second triangle, which is also a right angle triangle. Then with the right angle triangle, we know that we have the advantage of using the trigonometric ratios. So for this one here, if I have to be using the trigonometric ratio, it will be the sine of A2 is equals to the opposite, which is BC, divided by the hypotenuse, which is AC. Then with everything that I've just written there, it's all the unknown. Then to first find the first unknown, which is the angle of A2. To find the angle of A2, we know that the sum of angles of a triangle is equals to 180. Then it will be the angle of A2 there, it will be 180 minus theta minus 90. So with that, we know that 90 minus theta, it will give us 90. So this is 90 minus theta. So that's A2. That is the angle of A2. Then to find the side of AC, which is this side here, what we need to first find is to use the second triangle to find the side of AC, of which we're going to use the sine rule, of which the sine rule, it will be the sine of the angle of beta divided by AC. Actually guys, I made a mistake as well. I always prefer to have the unknown in the numerator. So this will be AC divided by the sine of beta is equals to the side of sine of A1, of which is also unknown, divided by the side of x, which is, we actually have the value of DC, which is equals to x. Then to find the value of A1, which is here, well, how are we going to do it? Because we also have the size of C1 as unknown. But then to find the size of C1, it will be 180 minus theta. You know that this whole angle here is equals to 180. And then to subtract theta from 180, that will give us the value of C1. Now that we have two knowns, then to find the value of A1, it will be 180 minus this one minus that, of which here it will be AC is equals to the sine of x. Okay, guys, sorry, I actually made a mistake here as well. It was supposed to be the length in the numerator, so this will be x divided by the sine of A1. Then here it will be sorry, again, here it will be x the sine of beta divided by the sine of A1, of which A1 will be 180 minus 180 minus, okay, I will have that in brackets, it will be 180 minus theta, also minus our beta there. So this will give us x the sine of beta, of which divided by the sine of 180 minus 180, that will give us 0. Actually this is also in the, so there's no brackets there, it's only this brackets here. So that will be 180 minus 180, which is equals to 0, and negative multiplied by that negative there, it will be a positive. So we'll be left with theta plus beta there. So that is the value of AC. Now going back to the to our original equation, where we have sine of A2 is equals to BC divided by AC, of which we already have A2, which is 90 minus theta. So let's just substitute everything into that equation, of which now we're gonna have, I'll take it to this side. I'll take it to this side, of which the side of BC, which is what we're looking for, it's equals to AC multiplied by the sine of A2. All right, then our AC, we already have it, it's x the sine of that divide by the sine of theta plus beta, multiply by the sine of a2, of which the sine of a2 we already have it is the sine of 90 minus theta. And remember when we were doing in the previous lesson when we were studying with doing trigonometry, I did mention that the 90 minus theta is a cofunction of cos. Then that means that 90 sine it's actually positive when 90 minus theta is found. Then that makes sine of 90 minus theta to be the cos of theta. Then this will be the x cos of theta, the sine of beta, divided by the sine of theta plus beta. Then I think we have just answered the question. The sine, okay, let me just write it the way they wrote it there so that we don't get penalized for anything. So this will be the sine of this and the cos of theta there. So this is x sine theta beta cos theta divided by theta minus this one here. Alright guys, I think I made a mistake when I was subtracting here. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. It should be the sum of angles of a triangle should be 180. So that means that this and that one, they should give us 180 when we add them together. So let me just do them the traditional way, of which it will be beta plus 180 minus theta plus the angle of A1 is equals to 180 degrees. Then that makes A1 to be equals to 180 minus theta, minus beta minus 180 minus theta there. Then this will give us 180 minus that is already that. So 180 minus 180, that will be 0. Alright, then this will be equals to negative beta plus theta, of which it is equals to theta minus beta. I'll just write it this way. So it makes sense this is actually a negative, not a positive. Alright guys, we have just completed to answer the question, and I hope you guys understood everything in this question. Just always remember to write everything, because it was not a hard question. It's just that we are answering the question using the variables, so it can be very tricky to answer this question. But always just remember to write that the sine of A2 is equals to the opposite, which is BC, which is what we're looking for, divide by the hypotenuse, which is AC. And from there you can see that you have the unknown, which is A2, and to find that you use the sum of triangles of is equals to 180. And then to find the length of AC, you use the sine rule, and after finding this angle here, where we know that the whole angle here is equals to 180, and you use sum of angles of the triangles 180 again, and that will give you the value of A1. Alright guys, I hope you understood everything in this lesson guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to Maths XYZ on YouTube so that you will be able to get all the notification when we upload videos. Please also check my previous videos, subscribe, and also share them with your friends, and also like them. Thank you guys. Bye.